how rich can you get? It was all downhill after that. And when I was in high school, I wrote the student talent show, a radio show for them. I showed up at the tryouts, and I got the job of writing that show, which was incredible. When I got out of high school, I was in New York, and I heard that Lorraine Day, the wonderful actress at MGM, was forming her own theater group. And when I got home, I discovered the Mormon church was only 2 blocks from where I lived, my mother and my father and my brother. And I went over and tried out for Lorraine Day's little theater group. I was 19 years old. I was selling newspapers on a street corner. I hadn't written any stories yet. I was making $10 a week selling newspapers. And Lorraine Day looked at me very strangely. I don't know what the hell she saw, but there wasn't much there. And I finally said, Miss Day, you've got to let me in your group. She said, why? I said, because I've told all my friends to let me in. She let me in the group, and we put on a musical. I played in it with her, and I helped her write the musical. It was not much, it was crazy, but it was the beginning of writing terrible stage plays. Over the years, I tried and tried, but it didn't work. Then John Huston came along and offered me the job of writing Moby Dick in Ireland. And I went to Ireland, and Ireland made the big change in me because I walked in the fog, in the mist and the rain of Dublin almost every night when I was working with Herman Melville. And I went to the Abbey Theatre, and I saw Siobhan McKenna in Bernard Shaw's St. Joan, which is one of the great plays. So the Irish theater began to seep in on me and helped me become the person I wanted to become. When I got home, a friend of mine said a year later, I hear that you're writing plays. I said, yes, I am. He said, are they any good? I said, I don't know. He said, no, why don't you know? I said, because you can't read a play, you've got to hear it. So he said, come to my house next Thursday night. I'll have some actors there, and they'll stand up and shout your plays out loud at you. So the next Thursday night, I went to his house, and he had 3 actors there, Arthur France, a nice young man, and Strother Martin, the great character actor, and James Whitmore, one of the greatest actors in American history on the stage. You can't do better than that, huh? So they stood up and they read my Irish plays to me, and I suddenly realized I was at the beginning of a career. And James Whitmore appeared on the stage a year later in my first play that was ever staged. So that was the beginning of a theatrical career. And I joined an amateur group 2 years later, and I worked with all these amateurs, the actors, the directors, and the costumers, and I rented the Cornet Theater. I saved my money, and I moved in there to see if I really was a playwright. And I had trouble with my actors because they doubted my plays. And I went over and saw a rehearsal one day, and I said to Harold Gould, who was the lead, I said, your problem is you're tired. The play works, but you're going to get up on the stage on opening night, and you'll get the good reviews. Your reputation will be made. And by God, that's what happened. We opened the plays on La Cienega, and Harold Gould got all the reviews and started his career as an amateur and then a professional. So over the last 45 years, I've written more and more plays. I wrote more Irish plays, and what you're going to see tonight is a fusing of all these various Irish plays I did, turning them into one play. So my hearing is not very good. So when I come to the plays, I can't hear half what they're saying. I read their lips, which improves the dialogue. And before I came here today, I sat down and I read this play, and you know something? is damn good. So here it is, and God bless you.